Hi, welcome to the Homestead Guide, Part 1. I'm going to take us all the way up to pig herding with Prudence, but it starts off with river rescue. Now, I've finished the game and done none of the homestead missions except for this one, so I just wanted to show that the homestead missions can be done at any time. Because I've done it at the end of the game, some of them might be out of order, so if you're seeing some which aren't unlocked yet, just continue to progress through the story and they'll eventually unlock. There are also some dependencies. So, for example, there's one later called the wedding, and you won't be able to do the wedding until you've freed both Myriam and Norris, for example. Anyway, once you've freed Godfrey or Timothy or whoever it is on the log, Achilles will tell you about the homestead and how freaking awesome it is. And he'll also tell you that other homestead missions are available, and you'll get this flyover cutscene to show you Lance stuck up here, who's your first artisan. But we're going to ignore him for the time being. And he is available there, so you can do that if you want. But first of all, I'm going to have a look at the accounting book. The accounting book's available in the manor and also in all shops just next to the shopkeeper. And I'm going to buy 3 oak lumber, an oak bark and a charcoal. And it's actually worthwhile buying a little bit of everything. And you'll notice I've only got 900 or so gold here. I've just got what I've pickpocketed off people up till now. And you'll also notice that when I send this off, I'm going to send 3 oak lumber to the shopkeeper in Boston. And the risk is 10% and the tax is 30%. Now the risk will start higher, but you lower it by progressing through the story. The tax is affected by the forts. If you freed the forts in a particular zone that you're trading with, the tax will drop quite aggressively. So having sent that convoy off, I'm now going to go and unlock the forts in Boston. And so go to Boston, fast travel there, and I'll unlock the forts. I'll show you a map now that shows where they are. You've got one on the east, here, and then one on the southwest. And if you unlock both of those, you'll find that the tax drops considerably. And there were also 2 chests in there where I got 7,500 gold from each. So now I'm up to about 15,000 gold. Now we're not going to travel back to the homestead quite yet. We're going to go to the frontier entrance of the homestead, and save Lance. Now you can go from the manor, and you get to run across some trees, and it's quite a fun climb, but beat those guards up, pull the rope, and you'll meet Lance. Now Lance is a woodworker, and he can make things like crates and barrels, and he's also required for crafting some of the more advanced stuff. So go back to the homestead and you'll get a tutorial on crafting. But I'm first going to speak to Achilles. Now Achilles gives us a mission called Encyclopaedia of the Common Man, and to do this you need to find your workers around the homestead, so either the artisans or the guys who craft raw material, and scan them. And you need to scan the same one 3 times for each entry, and it's a little bit buggy, but if you go to your logbook you can see how many missions you've got, or how many scans you've got left to do for each person. Next we're going to save Myriam. Myriam is your hunter, and she's down here. Silent Hunter is the mission, so click B to start the mission. You'll find out she's injured, and you have to carry her back to the homestead where Achilles will tend to her. And then you have to make it to her treetop outlook, and so you head up here to high ground to get a better view of the territory, and then kill 3 poachers. You can use rope darts if you want, and indeed Achilles encourages you to. Once you've killed those 3, you'll have to kill 2 more, and again, rope darts, awesome. Then you kill 5 poachers and scare off a 6th and send him running. Myriam will now have furs, herbs and other hunting goods available. But first, before we go back and deal with those, we're going to scan Myriam. She'll be kicking around, and you'll know where these people are. On your mini-map there will be a white square with black text in it, so you can run up and scan them. Next we're going to go to the frontier to save the farmers. This mission is called Abused. You have to beat up 5 or 6 guards to save the farmers. And once you've done that, Prudence and Warren will tell you thank you very much, and they'll go set up a farm on the homestead. Next we're going to go to Boston to save Norris, who is our miner. And I fast travelled to that section and dropped right in on the action. So beat these guards up, and you'll save Norris, and he will go back and set up a mining outpost. Where he gets things like sand and iron ore and copper ore. And you'll see here, so we've got the farm, beeswax, honey, milk and eggs. The snake root and catnip and some pelts from the hunter, and sand, iron ore and clay from the miner. We're also going to trade now. Now that the tax is lowered and we've actually got access to pelts, I'm going to add in beaver pelts, which I've bought from the hunter, and they sell remarkably well. Doesn't matter who you sell them to, it's going to sell for a very high price. So you can see just 3 items has made me 1600 gold, and that'll be back in about 12 minutes. So every time you do a mission, drop back in here to see if there's an opportunity to trade. Anyway, next it's Burglar on the Homestead, and this will upgrade the lumberers. They'll be able to make better quality wood available in the stockpile. So go and find this burglar, chase him down. I use the rope dart on him to pull him in and then cut him down. And then go and speak to Godfrey and Timothy, I think it's Timothy, and they will tell you that walnut lumber and other items are now available. In fact, you get ash and kindling as well. There we go. Once you've done that, the next mission should become available, and this is called The Fight. And what you need to do here is run to the marker, and their kids will tell you that they're having a fight. So follow the kids, you'll get to this fight which has a really weird sequence where you've got to use the left and the right sticks to pull them apart. And if you push too quickly, they'll slip past. But anyway, once you've broken them up, go and speak to them both to ensure the fight doesn't happen again, and you'll get another upgrade which gives you pine and spruce lumber. Now these are great because finally you're able to upgrade your land convoys. So I'm going to upgrade the land convoys and buy 2 more at the same time. So first of all, buy a little bit of everything that you've got. You want oak lumber, you want pine lumber, and I think you want some kindling. And also remember to upgrade the pelts, or to buy pelts, because we're going to sell some too. Then go to the crafting section, select land convoy, craft a land convoy, or craft 2 land convoys. There we go, 2 land convoys. And then you're going to craft the land convoy capacity upgrade. And I've only got enough kindling, I think, at the moment to make 2, or pine lumber to make 2, but that's okay. Now they'll take 5 items, and that's going to be plenty to carry you through the game. You can make more if you want, it's up to you. But then I'm going to load these up with the beaver pelts that I've just bought in the first 2. And you'll see that one's worth 2,800. I'm going to load up 5 more beaver pelts in the next one for another 2,800. And then 5 deer pelts in the third one for 2,100. And that gives me a grand total of 7,900 pounds, which is going to come in 12 minutes. And you just want to repeat this cycle as often as you remember. And you'll find that you just get more money than you know what to do with. Anyway, next we are off to Prudence's Primrose. And that is a farmer mission. You'll find that Prudence has disappeared, the farmers are trying to get pregnant, and she's gone looking for primroses to make primrose oil, which apparently helps with pregnancy. Anyway, you'll get there, analyse the clues to find out where she is, use eagle vision, that helps a little bit, and you'll find she's being mauled by a bear. So engage in some quick timery to take down the bear, and then carry her back to Warren for a farm upgrade, where you will now get, what have I got written down here? Fox pelt, well that's incorrect, vegetables, fresh water and apples. Then we're off to do White Trophy, which will upgrade our hunter. White Trophy involves another clue-based mission. So you want to follow Myriam and then analyse the clues to find out where the cougar is. You'll then get a cutscene where the cougar runs off. Rawr, cougar, rawr. So chase it to Norris's mine. Watch out, it's easy to get away. You'll find out it's in the mine. You'll get a quick time event which is possible to succeed, but whether or not you succeed, Myriam will still shoot the cougar and you'll get an upgrade. And she'll have a few more products and also some fox fur. So now we've got fresh water, yeah, as we saw before. Fresh water, vegetables, and wool. Now wool is absolutely key for sewing threads, which are going to be used quite heavily by Ellen, who we're going to rescue in a second, and she'll be making all your pouch upgrades. Don't forget to trade if you can, but it's off to do Room at the Inn. Room at the Inn is available here, so make your way over, and you will find Oliver, who wants to set up a tavern. Now this one's quite quick. All you have to do is give him 1,000 coins, which if you've been doing your trading properly, you should have plenty of. Once you've done that, he'll build an inn, and he can make food and booze, which is always good news. There's an inn. Next, it's off to Cutting Ties, and this is where we pick up Ellen. This is available in New York, so you probably won't be able to get it till sequence 8 or 9, and it's right by this general store here. So head over that way, and you'll be met by her kid who says, "Please, sir, please help my mother." And she's being beaten up by her abusive ex-husband, so give him a smackdown. I actually broke his neck there, but didn't break his neck because he's obviously in the cutscene. And Ellen will come to stay with you, and she will give you the first of many pouch upgrades. what you want to do is go back to the homestead, buy a bunch of wool, and obviously all the pelts if you're still trading. You want to be trading, trust me. And then go to crafting and make sewing threads with the wool that you've just bought. And then you can also make snare pouches and cartridge pouches and a bunch of other stuff. And don't forget to trade. You may have noticed I've got some saddlebags there as well. I got those through Uplay, but I'll cover those in another tutorial. Anyway, here's Ellen. You can go and see her immediately to pick up Silk Errand, but first of all we're going to pick up Manor Mysteries from Achilles. Now he tells you to go and talk to Norris. Norris will then carry a powder keg to a wall, blow the powder keg open, run through the cave, dodge the rock falls, and you'll eventually get to a chest which you have to pick the lock, and you will get an assassin's outfit that you have to take back to Achilles. There we go. Citizen mission item acquired. Then escape the cave before it collapses. You're not going to die as long as you make it out in time, but when you try to escape there'll just be some different routes you have to take. Rocks will fall in front of you. Head back to Achilles, give him the outfit, and he'll give you a very cryptic message, and there's an interactive conversation you can have which will tell you more information. But then it's off to see Ellen for Silk Errands. She will tell you to go to New York and please recover her bolt of silk. So it's pretty much where she was before. There's a green diamond on the map, again by the shop, so head over there. You'll come around the corner and see her abusive husband again, who will run off drunkenly. Go analyse the clue behind the fence. You'll find out that he tossed the bolt of silk over the fence. Go pick the bolt of silk up. It's just there the other side, so slide back under. And then back to Ellen to drop the mission off. And now she is level 2, you'll be able to craft dual holsters, which are very, very useful. So go back, you'll see cartridge pouch number 2, dual holsters will be there as well, although the dual holsters are sometimes kind of buggy. But every time you upgrade Ellen, it's always worth checking to see what's new. Anyway, next it's off for a Norris mission. Norris goes courting. He fancies the pants off Myriam. So he wants to know how he should court her. You say, well, why don't we talk to Prudence? She's going to know about this stuff, so ride off to see Prudence. She'll tell you about the Primrose. So go up there and kill a wolf. There'll be a wolf there, and you'll need a wolf pelt to build the twin holsters, by the way, so that if you don't have one already, there's a gimme. Anyway, the peg leg trinket's also here if you want to snag that, but grab the Primrose, head back to see Norris, who's in the cam, taking a dump. Hi Norris, really pleasant. And he will upgrade his mine. You can now get copper ore and limestone, and I think sulfur maybe, rock salt, there we go. From there, it is Happy Expectations. Now this one may be a little bit out of order, but they're expecting a kid. So what you need to do is go and recruit a doctor. So it's back to Boston and follow the Homestead marker. You'll have an interactive cutscene. You'll have a non-interactive cutscene with this dude who will tell you that the doctor is drunken around the corner. So go find him. He's being beaten up. So it's another fist fight to save him. And you can easily get a streak there. Save him and he will come to the homestead. And now you have a doctor. So you're nearly there. There's only the priest and Big Dave, the blacksmith, to go. After this, we are going to... Oh, and finding his flock. Okay, yeah, and so the priest. So go back to the inn and speak to the innkeeper, and you'll get an ominous cutscene where a dude walks in. And it turns out he's not a cowboy. He is instead a priest. He wants 1,000 coins, just like the innkeeper, so give him 1,000, and he will set up his church. There we go. And then the final mission for this section is Pig Herder, and that's over by the farm. Prudence is fat and pregnant, and she can't herd the pigs, and this is kind of one of the most amusing, but also one of the most annoying missions. You basically got to run around the pigs and get them into their pen, which is right there with the other pigs in it. Once you've done that, you'll get another farm upgrade. There we go, after a cutscene with Prudence. And wheat and other grains like rye are now available from the farmers. So that's it for part 1 of the walkthrough. Don't forget, whenever you get the opportunity, go sell beaver pelts and deer pelts to the dude in Boston, or wherever's giving you the best profit if you've unlocked more merchants. I just like the one in Boston because it's the quickest time, and really the price isn't that much better for other guys. Anyway, hope that was useful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and don't forget, these may be out of sequence, so if you're not seeing a particular mission, just continue with the story and they'll unlock. Anyway, Lots of love. Bye.